And a very good afternoon, good morning, depending where you're watching all across the globe. It's an absolute pleasure to have your company on this Friday, the 16th of July. Are you well? Are you good? I'm well, that's for sure. It's the weekend, well, we're just about there. Many still class Friday as the weekend. Now, if you didn't already know, I'm in, well, all weekend. You're going to have me all tomorrow, part of Sunday as well. So we'll go over that throughout the show, but that is later on today. We've still got all day today to go on Crafters TV, and boy, it's another big one. We have got a launch day coming up just shortly. It's actually coming up after Wake Up Call. So that's going to be a launch day with a 3D Scenes of Light collection, and it's absolutely gorgeous. One of them is a CTV exclusive. We'll show you that just shortly as well. So that launch day is going to be 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And then with it being Friday, the absolute staple show of the day, and that is the Colour Me Happy. Also going to be with Debbie Fisher. She's on both the shows. So that is then going to be 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. But for those two shows, she has got, well, they did get up to a little bit of mischief last night on Cartload. If you've seen it, they've come back together again. Debbie's back. You heard that little giggle there with that little laugh there. It goes to show Ben is back as well for the remainder of the day before he goes off on his couple of days off.
Well, to be fair, Craig, they call me Mr. Part-Timer. I've done my 2 days this week, and after yesterday's exertions, particularly on Cartload, it's about time I took a well-deserved break. But yeah, it's a really exciting day coming up today, as Craig just mentioned. Something to tell you about is it's 3 days until Sarah unveils a surprise for Club Inspire members. If you're not yet a Club Inspire member, you need to sign up. I'll give you more little sneaky peeks on that later, and also give you the details you need to get signed up. I'm not going to tell you what's coming up, but just stand by. 3 days and counting. And of course, during the show, I've got the easy job this morning, sitting back, relaxing, reading all of your comments. If you want to get in touch over the course of the show, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, you can get in touch and ask those questions, leave those comments, let us know if you've got that Friday feeling, and we will certainly read out all of your comments throughout the show. Now, if that wasn't exciting enough, we have got some amazingly exciting news to bring to you this morning, haven't we, Craig?
Gosh, I am absolutely beyond excited to say thanks to you at home, the support you've given all of us at Crafters Companion here on Crafters TV. We have been nominated in 11 categories of the Best of Craft Awards 2021 by Crafts Beautiful. I cannot tell you how excited I am to announce this to all of you at home. We love to bring you inspiration. We love to bring you ideas, and we love to inspire you with the interaction that we bring to you on social as well. So 11 categories that we have been nominated for. Now, do you want to know what those are?
Yes!
Check these ones out. We are nominated for Most Loved Craft TV Shopping Channel, Most Loved UK Crafts Chain Store, Best Brand for Crafts, Best Rated Customer Service, Favourite Die Cutting Range. We're also nominated for Ultimate Gadget/Machine.
And I'll skip the next one for a second, but Sarah has been nominated for Female Craft Personality of the Year. The lovely Leanne has been nominated for Designer of the Year. We've been nominated for Ultimate Craft Holiday with the Craftaganza, and the Best Workshop and Online Class for our Craft Along. We are so super excited, and there's another nomination you will see on the screen there, and I'm so super chuffed. Male Crafting Personality of the Year. You've been nominated, mister. How exciting is that?
I was lost. I found out last night. I am absolutely beyond excited. I'm chuffed. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you who have put us for 11 nominations. The whole team is absolutely ecstatic. It is because of you. You've got us the continued support. But yeah, having me up for that nomination as well, I've even got goosebumps right now. Thank you so much. But of course, in order for us to win these 11 nominations, we need your votes. This is how you're going to vote. So you're going to go to thecraftawards.com. Now you can then be voting for us in all of the categories that we are there for. The voting is going to be open right up until the 24th of September. Now, over the next couple of weeks, we are going to constantly be championing ourselves, of course. We want your support. Do please, share among your friends, your family. It would be an absolute honour for all of us, for a full team to win these 11 nominations. And yeah, I'm just beyond ecstatic. Thank you so much for nominating all 11 of us for the 11 nominations.
Oh, yes. Make sure you get along, craftawards.com. It is hugely exciting, and I will apologise now in advance that we are not going to stop talking about this up until the voting closes. We'll be reminding you right the way through until September, and hopefully we can win in all 11 of them, thanks to your support. Hopefully we will. As we said, it's a hugely exciting day today. Lots to be chatting about. Thank you to everyone who's already jumped in and sent in their congratulations. Nida saying, oh, this is great. Congratulations to all of you, says Janet. Thank you so much, Janet. Jeffrey says, outstanding job. Linda, so wonderful. I hope you win all of the categories. Fingers crossed, Linda, with your votes, we can do it. Sandra says, I voted for these. Sandra, straight off the bat, right in there. Love that. And Wendy Frederick on Facebook says, already voted CC all the way. Let us know if you've already voted. Let us know if you're going to get online today and get voting for us. We would love to have your vote to get as many of those awards back to Crafters Companion Towers in September when those results are announced. Hugely exciting. Hugely exciting, absolutely it is. Now what we've still got is a full day jam-pack lined up on Crafters TV, which is going to include a launch. Now let's have a look to see what is going to be launching later on today, 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, and that is our Scenes of Light stamp and die collection. So you can see them on your screen right now. These ones are our Scenes of Light stamp and die collection. Now within these sets here, you're getting 5 in total, one of which is actually a CTV exclusive. Woohoo! Now, it works out that you're going to be saving 25% on your price there. We will see all the graphics just coming up very shortly. But for the price that you're going to be paying today for these ones here, you can see on your screen right now, $67.96 or $79.80. But if you are platinum, yes, I said platinum, on a launch day item, this is $54.37 or $63.84 for you guys stateside as well. So you've got this gorgeous die set with stamps included. The idea of these is any of your little string battery operated lights, you're going to pop within the middle because they fold flat, but they are very dimensional. So there's 2 hours of ideas and inspirations with Debbie later on in the day. I'll be doing a demo on them to show you the initial idea how they work. These are exquisite. You're layering up the layers, the scenes, and then that light factor is where it comes in. You're going to add your battery operated lights. Now you don't have to do that if you don't want to. They can be standalone cards, but these are the Scenes of Light stamp and die collection where you're getting 29 elements in total. Today's price for everyone, if you're new to us, or maybe you're just not in Club Inspire yet, and why aren't you? $67.96 or $79.80. But if you are platinum, that does come all the way down to $54.37, $63.84, and something that you guys always love to know, depending on the card size that you use, these will go through your Gemini Midi as well as your Gemini Junior. But if you want to go large card sizes, you'll need your bigger machine. But we'll show you that just shortly within Wake Up Call 2. So that is what's coming up in launch day. But then what we're away to do is we're away to have a look and see what's coming up in Colour Me Happy. So this is my second pick. We do have 3 picks of the day for Wake Up Call. This is my second one. This is our watercoloured butterfly collection. Now you're getting 12 elements and 15 sheets of cardstock. You are getting your watercolour card, you're getting your waterproof ink pad, you're getting sparkle pens, and you're also getting your Flight of Butterfly stamp set as well. So today's price is £30 or $45. But if you're platinum, that comes down to £24 or $36. Of course, for you guys crossing Europe, the websites you need to go to is crafterscompanion.eu, here in the UK.com for you guys stateside. Here in the UK.co.uk for you guys stateside.com. We got there. You can tell how this show's going to go as well today, can't you? He's all flustered with his nomination.
That is not the only thing that we have got on Wake Up Call today and also coming up on Colour Me Happy. And this is a Spectrum Noir Colour Me Happy Watercolor Mega Bundle. £135 or $185, but Platinum, that comes to £108 or $148. You're getting water reactive ink pads, you're getting the sparkle pens, you're getting the Aqua Tri blends, and you're getting a storage case as well to pop all the Aqua Tri-blend colours in there, should you so wish to. So that is the buy the show. That is what's going to be coming up later on in the day with Debbie and Ben. But this is 3 picks that I'm going to be showing you throughout today on Wake Up Call. So launch day, 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And then Colour Me Happy, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. It's going to be jam-packed filled, but you know what? It's going to be all bright and colourful, that's for sure. Between the scenes and between Colour Me Happy, boy, it's going to be a good day, Ben.
It is already turning out to be an absolute smasher of a day today, isn't it? This is so exciting. Loads of you already in. Diana's in from Indiana, Georgianne from Florida, Evangeline from Guam, Patty, good morning from Michigan. Nee Connie says, good morning, it's sunny in New Jersey and it's Friday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Good morning, Team Social. Good morning, CTV team. Linda says, good morning all from Maryland. Kimberly is in from San Antonio. Katie is watching from a dark California. It's 4 a.m. Can't believe I'll catch 2 live shows in a row. Katie, I love that. That is dedication. 4 a.m. Hats off to you. And Jana Hannanen says, hello everyone and good afternoon from a hot and sunny Finland. Loads of love coming in, by the way, for the nominations. If you've not heard, we will recap on everything a little bit later on. Kerry just saying, okay guys, where's John's nomination for Crafting Hunk of Inspiration? That's the new award for next year. We're just kind of like playing up his part, hoping to get his nomination next year. But we've had 11 nominations, which we'll recap on a little bit later on for you. And also, as we head through the show, I'll tell you why in the next 3 days, if you're not yet a Club Inspire member, you need to be signing up. 3 days is all I will say. 3 days. Before I tell you more about that, let us find out what is going on this week as far as our Get It, Got It Good deal is concerned. It's a cracker this week. I mean, they're always good, but this week, my favourite machine, the Gemini MIDI, is yours for an amazing price. But what we're going to give you this time around is 100 bonus points if you bag the MIDI. It's simplicity without electricity. And you can pick it up today for that amazing price. 20% off if you're a Club Inspire member, and 100 bonus points to that deal, only there while stocks last, or till the end of the week. There'll be a brand new one next week. Right. Let us get cracking and give you a bit of a sneaky peek as to what is coming up as far as launch date is concerned. I saw the sneaky peek of this on the HSM preview last week, and I know, particularly about this bundle, there was a lot of buzz, a lot of people getting very excited. So let's get our Craig's take on this. It's the Scenes of Light Stamp and Die collection. Details at the bottom of your screen here. Craig, take us through it all.
Let's have a look at these ones here. Now, first and foremost, let's just go over the details very quickly once more. These are the Scenes of Light Stamp and Die collection. This is where you're getting 29 elements in total. It's including some stamps as well that you get as sentiments. Now, everyone is going to be paying $67.96 here in the UK. If you are stateside, that comes all the way down, or that comes to $79.80. But if you're platinum, that comes all the way down to $54.37 here in the UK, or $63.84. And these enable you to make cards such as these. So the initial concept is 6x6, but then when you open them up, you get that Scenes of Light. It's a pop-out effect. Now the idea for these ones is you are then into your relatively inexpensive stores or online where you can get your battery operated lights. You're going to pop them behind, and that's going to create that scene of light within the background. Now within this one here, this one is your Wise Men of Light. That is actually a CTV exclusive.
Exclusive?
Yes, exclusive to us at Crafters TV. Now here it is, the same one again, but if you can see here, look at that. So we've gone in for some lights. Yes. Let me just pop them off again for a second. So they're off there.
Do it again.
Whoop, and then pop them on. So you're going to have your battery operated lights that you can see here. So you can start to light them up.
That is so
now,
cool.
given in, taking in mind that you've still got that working on the back, you can then, of course, obviously hide that however you wish, maybe like a little box, maybe a box envelope to pop it in, but then that will still fold over so that you can create that absolute gorgeous look when it comes to the scene of light. So that is just one of them that you can expect to get. So let's have a look at our boards, and these are the ones in total if you go for the full bundle as to what you are going to be getting within this. So a multitude of layers. You do get step-by-steps within them, which I'll explain just shortly as well. Now this one is Nativity of Lights, and these are all going to die cut within separate compartments. Once again, I will show you them just in a second. This one is the CTV exclusive, so this is the Wise Men of Lights. So if I turn it around that way there. No reason though why some of them you couldn't mix and match.
Yeah.
Once you start to get to grips with the actual measurement of cardstock, which trust me is very, very simple, I'm going to show you that, you can then mix and match them. They all have their own individual aperture arch, so that one is a curved one. If I just quickly bring this one back in again, in this one you've got that more point to the arch there. So you've got that one. So once again, you can be mixing and matching. Then within this one here, what we've got is rooftops of light. And this one is exactly that, is Santa in a sleigh.
Flying through the sky.
And that reminds it could be Toronto, it could be New York, it could be so many different places. It could be London if you wanted to. But then you've got separate components you might want to use elsewhere in your crafting. So then what we've got within this one here, you can see it's the Village of Light. And exactly that, it's a cute little quaint little village. You can then colour the little die cut pieces. You can then start to do your paper piecing over the top if you want. So it works out you're getting 3 kind of Christmas themed, and then 2 that can kind of be, non-Christmas themed.
Every day.
This one being Fairy of Light. Can you imagine that in a little girl's bedroom or
Yeah.
boy, decorated coloured wise to the colours that they love, and then some of the battery operated lights in the background as well. So that is what you're going to expect from those ones. So let's show you a few of these ones that we've got here. This one here being the CTV exclusive on this one. So we've got our Wise Men of Light. And this is what I mean by you can make them larger if you want to. You don't have to do them by the measurements that's in the actual booklet, which is saying round about 6 by 6. So we've got that one. We have then got the gorgeous fairies. So colouring these ones in with your sparkle pens if you want to, aqua pens. Maybe you want to do them in colour tones, you absolutely can. Now let's see how careful I can get. I'm the one that set this up, so let's just see if I can make sure that I don't knock them over.
Oh, I love that.
What about even like a new home
Yeah.
card? You could then even just set maybe a relatively small bottle within the middle there or something. It doesn't just have to be light, but then think about Halloween as well. Decorate them all, spooky times, having those lights in play too. So we've got that one, but then you don't just have to use them the way that they're intended. What about doing a little square box that we can see there that folds completely down? Isn't that so cool? And then I'll show you one more for now. Let's bring this one in. It's another one with the fairy here. You can see, I'll show you the other couple just shortly. So these are so cool. And as I say, they do fold relatively flat. So you do have a good couple of millimeters that you might want to do an envelope, a box envelope, or, maybe one that's got quite a big... Jenga! Right, we will sort that end one later on. So how do these work? Now, let's bring in the die set. So I'm going to use, shouldn't have favourites. It is my favourites. This one being the Wise Men of Light, which is actually the one that's exclusive to us. Now, you get a little step-by-step. Once you've watched me do them and then Debbie do them later on in the show, honestly, Ben, they are so simple.
Okay.
To use them the way that they're intended, you're going to need some 12 by 12 cardstock. So I'm going to bring in my bits that I've already got. And I've done them, kind of colour tones so that it's then going to show off better for you at home. So what you're going to need is you're going to need 2 bits of cardstock. So it's 12 inches by 6 inches. And then I've got another one here that's 12 by 6. So 2 that is 12 by 6. And then you're also going to need one that's 6 by 6.
Okay.
So that is the 3 that you need for then these ones here. Then what I'm going to do is if I bring in my die set, and then this is the key element to this next part here, is bringing in your scoreboard. Now one of them, so let's just say for instance, with the colour tones I've gone, the reason I've done them these tones is so that you're going to see the difference in layers once I assemble them. You can of course do them in whichever way you so wish. So one of them, I'm going to do the halfway point, which is 6 inches. That's going to give me my 6x6 square card. So fold that one over, and there is my card blank that I've got here. Then this next one here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to score at 3 inches. I'm then going to score at 6 inches. And then I'm going to score again at 9. But because I'm using my small score master, I'm going to flip it out and flip it over and score at 3 again. So that's going to be 3, 6, and 9 that you can see here.
Yep.
So now what I can then do is this gives me my 4 compartments. So I'm going to fold these ones over. So if I fold them back on themselves, and then this middle one, we're going to fold like this one. So let's give it a nice fold and then crease. And then what I'll do for now is I'll place it in so that you get the idea. This is where, when you stick them together, this is where that like dimension look comes from.
Yeah.
So what we can then do is let's bring in our dies and our 6x6. So one of the main big decorative dies, that will be measured to 6x6. So what I'm going to do is if I take this one off, and then I'm going to pop this onto my card. Now at the moment, I'm going to die cut this because where I die cut this will determine how far up I want my image to be.
Oh, I see.
So if I die cut it towards the bottom, this will all be waste, which means you're going to be looking down into this back image. If I have it further up, it's going to be looking higher up. So it's going to be looking as if you're looking more into the distance. So it's kind of a bit of a trick on the eye, but it's really well done. So let's go back into my compartments here. So I'm going to bring in my oval, and I need my 2 decorative parts. So what I'm going to do within this one here, so I'm going to do it so that we've got the camel with the palm tree at the right hand side, and then the wise men on the left. So it just means that everything's facing towards the middle. No reason though why you couldn't have it the other way around if you wanted to, but that's the way that I'm going to do this one. So let's bring in our low tack tape, and then what I'll do is I'm going to lay this on top. So the end of this die here fits nicely towards the end of the 2 die cut pieces at the side there.
Okay.
So if I secure that, and then once again, you determine, do you want it to be lower down? Do you want it to be higher up? Or do you want it to kind of be within the middle? If you decide, you can then do a little pencil line as a guide if you want. I'm not for time and speed, but if you wanted them all to be on the same level, then you can then just do a little pencil line. So what I'll do, so we can have a look at comments just in a second, Ben, is I'll secure this, and then I'll run this one through the Gemini, and then we can come back and do the next stage.
Got ya. There's loads of love coming through. Let me know if you've already got this collection as well, by the way. But don't forget, you need to get your hands on the set that Craig is working with, the Wise Men of Light, because that one is exclusive to us here at CTV. $16.99 and $19.95. Go and grab it on the web, of course, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. But yeah, you're going to love this collection. The only thing that you will need to grab with it, of course, is just some of those lights as well, because I know a few of you are saying, you'll get the lights. You have to get those separately, but I think you can pick those up fairly inexpensively. We did have some here, but sadly they sold out. But I would imagine you can pick them up at your sort of pound stores and places like that, can't you?
Oh, you can. Certainly now, with people want to decorate their living rooms or their houses, you know, for home decor. But then don't forget as well, we are going into that Christmas season, certainly within crafting. So there's more and more stores that come out with your little battery operated lights as well. So, you know, have a look. But they are very easy to get a hold of on your web pages, you know, the websites and that.
Yeah.
So now that that's one of them done here, so we've got our wise men towards the left-hand side. So what I can then do is bring that same arch here, and we're going to come in now with our camel, and we're going to secure this with our low tack tape, and the arch fits perfectly in the panels that you've scored within the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it as close up to the line as I've done. This is what I mean by maybe you wanted to do a pencil line or
so you get it spot on,
so that you know that it's spot on. But I'm going to pop that in there and there, secure it so we've got good nice tack to hold. And because it's 6 inch in width, this is where it fits within your Gemini Junior plate or your MIDI. If you want to do the cards larger, like this one here, then you will of course need your large Gemini or a large die cutting machine. But we can then run this one through. So let's run that by feeding it through, letting go. And it always fascinates me whenever we come out with anything that's dimensional, the fact of, and it's, you know, paper crafted, it's flat, it starts flat, and then by the end of it, you've got something so dimensional that you can bring out year after year. You know, it could be one of those little gifts, one of those little makes that you do, you know, like your nan or your granddad or your gran, that always bring out that one little project that you made years and years and years ago. This could potentially be one of those that, you know, you make and then you hand down because someone in the family loves it so much.
Yeah, we all have those, don't we? I certainly do for my kids as well, little memory boxes. You keep like the special cards in and, you know, the special bits and pieces. So yeah, absolutely, this could be one of those that is made for this year, but then you're going to keep and bring out year after year after year. I'm glad you're doing a full-on demo on this as well, Craig, because there's a few people sort of again saying, love the idea of this, love the way that the cards look, love all the cards that you showed us at the start, but not sure whether I'm going to be able to do it. But actually, again, you can see breaking it down bit by bit, it's really super achievable, and there'll be more inspiration with Debbie later on as well.
Well, that's it, and that's something that I do always think about when it comes to prepping my demos for Wake Up Call. Is it going to be beneficial, depending on the item, whether it is, to fly through it, to show you what you can do, or do I do step by step? This one, the reason I've gone with the grey tones is to really strip it back so that I can show you step by step. There's a few steps, as you can see, but honestly, once you've done it once, it's so simple.
Yeah.
2 bits of cardstock that's 12 by 6. One of them you fold in half. The other one, basically, you fold in half, and then you fold in half again. So it's 6 inch, 3 inch, 6 inch, and 9 inch. And then what we can then do is bring in our 6 by 6 card, and then we're going to cut into that. So this is now where you can see, if I put that against there, we've got the scene starting to come basically to life, that you can see in the middle there. Pop acetate behind there, vellum behind there if you want to strengthen it, you absolutely can. Now I'm going to bring in this one here, and then I'm going to show you from up above. If I have the die towards the bottom of the cardstock, if I sit that over the top so it's in line, can you see how the scene is kind of dipped down into the cardstock? If I move it up further, so this will die cut out, this will stay in place, can you see then how the scene is more within the middle?
Yes.
So you determined how far or how low you want it to be. It's completely up to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down.
Yeah, down a bit, down a bit.
A little bit more.
A little bit more. Top.
There.
Yeah.
There you
Just
go.
put the, that's it.
So we can then secure this one. Now what we'll also need to do in a minute is fold this in half, but die cut it first and then fold. It's that whole thing of our pop-out elements that we've shown you in the past. If you score it now and then die cut, we're going to be left with a score line down the middle of the design.
Got
which really, in a way, I suppose thinking of it, it's not a big factor because we're going to end up folding the card anyway, but you'll see how the design is nice and crisp and clean. So if we come in here, and peel that one there and then here. So we've now got our scene starting to come to life here. So we've got, look at that one. So why not maybe chop them out as well? You know, you absolutely can do. Just to say as well, in case you see with my scissors, sometimes when the little connecting dies come together, you'll just need to snip them out with your little scissors, literally a millimetre or something. But what we can then do is take and move these ones out the way. If I then, actually, let's show you, look, you cannot...
They're going in.
I cannot...
That's unbelievable.
Physically say that you will then get any thinner when it comes to die cut pieces.
The thing is, you look at this, right, and you just wonder how on earth our team come up with the designs. It is mind-blowing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
The mind boggles.
And what you need to keep in mind as well is all these little bits, although this one's going to go towards the back.
Yeah, look at it.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, the reins as well, it's phenomenal. Now, all these little bits, all these little tiny gaps, they are there for a reason, not only to give the detail, but that's where it's going to let the light shine through, should you wish to be using the lights.
Yes.
Or maybe even the battery-operated tea candles, if you've got it set steady on your table or mantelpiece.
Our American friends saying, Ross is saying, it's in the States, it's really easy to get hold of those string of lights. Perfect with this application at Dollar Tree stores. So there you go.
There you are.
So again, you can pick up the lights nice and easy. And honestly, and I know you're sort of seeing Craig construct this right now, once you've got the next level of adding those lights in as well, I mean, if you think this is great now, wait till you put some lights in. It is just unbelievable, the effect that you can create with these dies.
It is. It looks stunning.
Yeah.
And the thing is as well, nowadays, what you can do is you can get coloured lights as well as just your white or your clear lights. So you can maybe have a little bit of a play on those ones. But then also don't forget, if you do go for your clear lights, here's a big top tip for you. Here's a top tip for you.
Oh, hang on. Hey, yeah, go on, getting close.
Top tip for you.
Yeah, come on then.
Got the clear lights.
Yeah.
Get your Classic or tri-blend pens.
Oh, yeah.
And colour the tips of the lights.
That's why he's nominated, everybody. That is why he's nominated.
Coloured lights then. There you go. So
Hey.
you can do it that way. So have some white, you know, have some that are maybe a little bits of colour and everything. Keep it in mind, you know, it's not going to be that strong, intense brightness. But yeah, absolutely, you can then come along and take your Classics or tri-blends, anything alcohol base, and then there you go, colour your lights. But here we are. So let's go back into this one. So what I've done here, I have, yes, Nicola, you can go back on the overhead.
He's directing from the floor now. He's nominated, as he's calling all the shots. He's calling all the shots today. His show, award nominated. I mean, seriously, he's working with award nominated craft supplies. He's got an award nominated machine by his side. I mean, seriously. Award nominated. Oh, no. Award nominated. And now this guy is. Get him off for a start. Seriously. Oh, he's giving you a round of applause, Craig. Look at that.
Thank you, John.
Oh, dear.
Stop. You'll probably find they're going to be banging on about it more than I will be. You know, I'm a little shy and kind of like...
No, you're not. No, you're not. You just wait till his Facebook Lives and his Instagram posts are going to go through the roof. If you think he's been busy on social media before... wait till it now. By the way, can I just say, Craig, whilst you're just gluing, we've had a message from a chap you might know called Dan Bancroft.
Aye.
Says, hi Dan, I'm Ben. Loving the show. Congratulations to Craig for the Best of Craft nomination. I'm sure Ben will be up for a Brit Award for the sea shanties. So there you go. There you go.
Thank you very much, Dan Bancroft.
That's the next step.
One of the other nominees. Shh. But don't vote for him. He's a great guy. Don't vote for him. No, it's one of those things, Ben, that, you know, I've been crafting for, you know, like 20 years or so. So over the last, gosh knows however many years, you know, I look at Crafts Beautiful magazine, I vote, and you see all these incredible names up for nomination. And then, to find out last night, Dan did drop me a text last night.
The fact that you found out through him, which is just the best bit.
Yeah. Dan gave me a WhatsApp, congratulated me.
Yeah.
He replied, I was like, what are you on about, Dan?
Oh, and hang on a minute. By the way, Rhonda's just gone, wait, what? Nominated for what? Hey, Rhonda, if you missed the start of the show, you need to hang on because we've had a few nominations at the Best of Craft Awards. We will go through it all for you very shortly, but let us get back to this demonstration, which is looking amazing, Craig.
So here we are. So what I've done is I scored in half and I have then popped it into my card blank here. So then what I'm now going to do is I've got my 4 panels, so left and right, going to go in with my tacky glue. Now I do like to use tacky glue for this because this is construction. You're really going to be working this card. You're going to be playing with it. Certainly if the kiddies or that get their hands on it to see how it works. So adhesive on each side. This one I'm going to pop up to the left hand side and I'm matching it right up the edge of the card blank here, and then we're going to press. What I can then do is turn it around and then I'm going to press again to match it up, and then really just press that in to get the adhesive going and stuck. And then if I start to open up, you've got the seam coming in here. So what I can then do as well is within the die set you've got even the little detail. You've got the star
of wonder, star of light.
It is
star of royal beauty bright. Westward leading, still proceeding. Guide us to the something night.
Definitely Brit Award next year.
Thank you. They're all singing We Three Kings on the socials actually. Rhonda's actually, well she is, We Three Kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse so far. Rhonda is on it. Nicola, who's in the director's chair today, by the way. Lovely to have you back. Yeah, must be a great pleasure to work with an award-nominated crafter. To work on an award-nominated channel as well.
Exactly.
Yes, it's right. Seriously.
Exactly.
If you have no clue what we're talking about, we will recap very shortly for you on the big news which has arrived on our doorstep this morning. There's lots going on actually. I'll also tell you why you need to be here and watching over the course of the next 3 days because we're counting down. 3 days to go.
Aren't we?
3 days till what? I hear you cry. Oh, we'll tell you more in a bit. We'll tell you more. We'll keep you on tenterhooks.
For a little bit longer.
Oh, yes.
Little bit longer. So then, now that I've done these bits, Ben, what I'm going to do is let's bring in, if I can find my bit here, here we are. So I've got a piece of my white smooth stamping card. And let's go in with my stamping block. Now this one that you get within this die set, what you've got is wishing you peace, love and joy. Now I'm going to stamp this out onto a piece of our white smooth stamping card, and I'm going to do it I'm going to do it with just some black. Actually no, let's do flagstone because that'll go with kind of like the grey backdrop that I've done. So let's stamp this one out. So this stamp is our studio stamp, so I've not used it yet, so therefore what I'm going to do, let's prime it.
Oh, this is a good question to ask you then. So why are you priming it? What's going on here then?
So what happens is if a stamp, not all the time, but some of the time, so although I've moved and squidged it, can we see it's not an exact perfect impression. It's got a little bit of a bubbled effect.
Oh yeah.
So the ink is sat on the stamp and it's kind of bubbled. So what that just means, it's just a little bit of residual material on the stamp. So what we are doing, a couple of things you can do. The one I like to do is take your translucent clear watermark ink pad and stamp it.
Okay.
What that does is that coats your stamp. Now I'm going over with my chosen ink pad, which this one is the Flagstone alcohol proof. So that's going to give me a nice, smooth, flush stamped ink impression, so that when I come and press, what I will then get, instead of a bobbled sentiment, I'm going to get a completely crisp, clean impression that you can see here.
Lovely.
And what I tend to do now, Ben, is I automatically, all my stamps, I'll give it a prime with the translucent clear. You don't need to do it every time, it's just the very first time, but I'll automatically do it all the time now with all of my new stamps that I get. So let's pop that onto a bit of card. Now I'm using, for these layers, my yellow cardstock from our 12 by 12 sunflower collection.
Okay.
And the pattern papers I've taken from our 12 by 12 nativity collection from last year. So I can pop that one into the middle. You might want to pop it on the inside. That's up to you. But if I then open this one up, we've got
amazing
the scene here. So again, if I go up close, so it's simple in the front, and then open it up, and we've got the dimensional scene that you've got there. Now, very, very, well, identical. The only difference I'd done last night was I popped a bow and a couple of different shades of grey instead. So
simple at the front.
This one.
Party at the back. There we go.
Look at that one.
Boom.
So there we go. That's the one that we've just done there. So that one there is what we've just made using one of the stamp and die sets, which happen to be the CTV exclusive. Coming up with the full bundle. Say that again, Johnny. Right, that wise men, that light of wise men, the wise men of light, to be specific when it comes to the name, that is a CTV exclusive. So many of you guys stateside within HSN that bought the bundle that obviously didn't get this one because it's exclusive to us are popping it out, and you're already checking it out. So it's going to be, do you know something? That's going to be on Eeky Waters coming in later on the day.
Eeky Waters.
Eeky Waters, because you guys are buying it. If you've already got the initial set from HSN, you're going ahead and you're buying this one just to match it up, make it all up. But the full set, including that CTV exclusive, is what's coming up on launch day, 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, or 7 a.m. Pacific Time. That's going to be with Debbie and Ben. So there's an idea as to how you create one, but Debbie's going to have so much more. You know what she's like with the ideas and inspiration she gives you. That's going to be within the full 2 hours of the launch day show, Ben.
And it's going to be a cracker. And like we just said, you know, as soon as that one goes, it's in the bundle. That's the one that's going to sell out the bundle. So if you haven't got the bundle yet, you need to get your skates on, because pretty much people who bought that collection already on HSN are then going to jump in and grab the Three Kings of Light, and then that goes, bundle goes. So you will have to be quick. Details on your screen there. You can buy them individually, of course, and a few of you just kind of like picking and mixing and making your own little mini bundles as well. Sandra is saying, ordered, a couple can only afford 2, so I've chosen the Wise Men and the Rooftops. Have a look around your craft rooms as well if you're looking for lights, because Rosalind Russell on Facebook says, I've just found about 10 sets of the fairy lights organising my craft room. Because you'll probably find some somewhere, won't you? Yes, so if anyone needs any lights, by the way, ask Rosalind. She's got tons of them. Eleanor on Facebook saying, these look like they're fun to make, especially with putting lights inside of them. I know my daughter would love them to put on her TV stand. Lots of love for Craig's tip about priming your stamps as well, and lots of love for that project. Pamela Evans just saying, wonderful, Craig. Nikoni saying, I love that card, Craig. Listen, we will feature that more on launch date in just a little while. However, there's bits that we need to chat about. We need to chat about why 3 days is important, and also we need to chat about all of these nominations we've been rabbiting about. If you missed the start of the show, we will recap on everything. Hugely exciting news to tell you about after this.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
There you go, and that's everything that you need to know about Club Inspire. Well, if you didn't see the start of the show, gosh, Ben, what a start we absolutely had, didn't we?
Yeah, well, firstly, where's your note? Why were you not here at the start? And secondly, you missed it. The big news, we're very excited about the fact that we have been nominated, not once, not twice, not thrice, but 11 times in the Best of Craft Awards 2021. I mean, this is amazing, isn't it? If you consider, to get a couple of nominations, to get 3 or 4 nominations is amazing.
Yeah.
But to be nominated in 11 categories, this is just stunning. And I think we need to say a big thank you to everybody for nominating in all of the categories, don't we?
Exactly, yeah, absolutely. Because in the way that I was thinking of it as well, obviously beforehand, you've physically gone and written or typed our names, whether it's Craftaganza. Unfortunately, with everything that's going on in the world, we couldn't have Craftaganza. You still voted for Craftaganza to be nominated, which is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to Craft Holiday as well. Our stores are phenomenal with the staff that we have and what they have been doing. But here we go. Here is a list of all 11, which are Most Loved Crafts TV shopping channel. Now, we have not that long started.
Right. How amazing is that?
I know. We've not that long started. The love, the support that you continue to give us, we are now nominated for Most Loved Craft TV shopping channel. But then, as I was saying a moment ago, we're most loved for our UK chain craft stores as well, Ben.
Absolutely. And again, how nice has it been over the last few weeks to be meeting people from the stores as well? And I know they will be absolutely cock-a-hoop this morning to hear about that news.
They will do. But then, obviously, as well with the best brands for craft, you think what we do as well, everything, the different ranges that we've got, that they were up nominated for that one as well. Now, a big shout out. Huge shout out to our customer service team as well. Now, we don't like things to go wrong. It's life. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you've just got a question. The girls are there. There's all girls on the team at the moment, but they go above and beyond to help you guys out. And the times that you write on social, the thanks that you give to them, this is just phenomenal for them, for the customer services to be in with a nomination.
Do you know what? It's so true you said about that, actually. You notice maybe on other pages, lots of complaints about customer service. How many times do you read complaints? The customer service is terrible. The customer service won't come to this place again because the customer service is bad. All I ever see about our customer service is, oh, you had this problem, it was dealt with brilliantly. Or I called up and they sorted it out. I emailed and they replied straight away. So that's amazing to get that nomination.
It is, and as again, the shout out, to Sharon and our team, we've got Paige, we've got Lauren, we've got a full team as well that go above and beyond. So, so I'm so proud for them on that one as well. But that's not the only ones that we've got. We've still got more that we've been nominated for by you at home. You're the one that's nominated us for. Now, with this one here, favourite die cutting range. No surprise on that one there, our Gemini die cutting range, the amount of things that we do, whether it's concepts, whether it's simple mats and layers dies, whether it's like the scenes that we've just seen a minute ago, that is truly phenomenal. And then another one that I'm excited about, the ultimate gadget machine.
Your favourite machine?
My favourite machine.
How proud are you?
I am so proud. I am going to high that up with the Gemini Junior. But of course, that could then be our foil press as well, our full Gemini range when it comes to our gadgets and machines. Such a cracking one as well to be nominated for, Ben.
Yeah, and then, of course, the fact that we're getting the likes of Sarah being nominated for Female Craft Personality of the Year, which is amazing. Designer of the Year, Arlianne. Again, thoroughly deserved is that. But Craig, come on, you must be absolutely over the moon. Male Craft Personality of the Year. I mean, congratulations, mate. That is awesome, right?
Do you know, so even just watching you while you're reading that as well, I am just beyond shocked. I am absolutely beyond shocked. I found out last night. I couldn't believe it. Going back to what I said a minute ago, when you're thinking about it, you guys have actually gone and written our name. You know, you've not gone from tick lists like you would be doing now, you know, for the results, but you've actually gone, put my name forward, written my name for Best Male Craft Personality. I can't thank you enough. But it is the sport, not just to me, but for the team, because without the team, I wouldn't get to do what I'm doing here, you know, from these guys, but of course, from backstage and head office and that as well. So thank you. The most important thing we have to stress, I'm going to stress, Ben's going to stress, it's because of you. You have got us down for 11 of those categories. We cannot thank you enough. Crafters TV is relatively new compared to some of them out there, and you've nominated us when it comes to that category.
There's just two others. I know you've already mentioned about the Ultimate Craft Holiday, so Craftaganza, of course, has been nominated. One of the ones that I'm hugely excited about as well, bottom of the screen, Best Workshop / Online Class. You voted for Craft Along, and again, you talk about something which is kind of, you know, new. How long have we been doing Craft Alongs for? I mean, it's like months, really, isn't it? And it's already award nominated, which shows that we're doing something right.
Well, that's it, you know, and then as you say, with the online classes, with everything that's going on in the world, that's been given the opportunity for the two Debbies, you know, and I know we've not seen Fiona as of late because she's been doing Create Craft here in the UK, but Fiona, she's going to be back with a Craft Along as well, you know, and we've got Bernie as well, we've got Jan as well that come and they get to inspire you. And we want to give you as much ideas as we can, but with Craft Along, it's step by step. You can go out there as things opening up in the world, certainly here from Monday here in England anyway, you know, classes, you know, gatherings, crops are going on. You can pay a good penny for that. But Crafters TV, everything that we do live is free to watch live and back on our YouTube to watch time and time again. And Craft Along is an opportunity for you to just sit back, relax, craft along with us step by step and come out with your creation.
Just to say thank you everyone who's already commenting. Suzette's saying you're also deserving, you've been there throughout the whole pandemic and more, so thank you all. And Caroline C on YouTube said, I voted for you in all 11 categories in the last 30 minutes. But that's the big question, isn't it now? If you're thinking to yourself, well, this is great, I'm loving the fact that we've got all these nominations, but how do we then take it to the next step? How can you guys help us even more? This is the point where we ask for your vote, please, in all of the categories. So all the details for you there. You need to go to craftawards.com and get voting for us if you can in all 11 categories. That would be amazing. And you've got plenty of time as well. Voting closes on the 24th of September. We would love your vote, please. Thank you so much. And yeah, tell everybody else, get them voting too, and hopefully we'll win all 11 categories. That's what I want, all 11. Okay. Imagine the trophy cabinet with all those glistening trophies. Imagine the crown you can wear when you're voted. Do they give you a crown or something like that, I would imagine, or like a sash or something at least, or do you get a little trophy?
Can you imagine me coming on to Wake Up Call one morning, having won?
Mate, if you win, right, I will be there as the voiceover guy, like, you know, they're doing the WWE.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I reckon we need spotlights. I reckon we need smoke. I think you need your own entrance music. I mean, that's what I'm kind of thinking if you win.
You know what? The other guys that I'm up against, and I think this is why I'm also so proud as well, and the fact of, you know, I've been crafting for many years now, but I'm still, it's actually, can you believe this, right? It's 2 years ago this weekend that I moved here to County Durham to be here. You know, so it's 2.5 years I've worked for the company, and you guys have nominated me as well, you know, so that's why I'm so proud as well, because really in the category I'm still the new kid on the block, but boy, I'm beyond chuffed, and that is because of you and all you guys as well. So thank you so much. And now I get to do exactly what I love to do and exactly why I'm here, and that is to do some crafting. So let's have a look, see what we've got coming up on Colour Me Happy. This is our Spectrum Noir Colour Me Happy Mega Bundle. And this one here, £135 here in the UK, $185 for you guys stateside. Look at that saving. Can you see it? Can you? Can you? $59.76 here in the UK, $83.80. That will then bring your platinum price, £108 or $148. This gives you water reactive inks. This gives you sparkle pinks. This gives you our aqua tricolours as well as a carry case as well. It's going to hold the tricolour. So you can see all the details on your screen right now. Now the remainder of Wake Up Call Thought, what we're going to do, because there's so much that you could be doing with these inks that Debbie's going to be showing later on with Ben in Colour Me Happy. So I thought, you know what, let's get inky. Let's get inky, let's have a play, see what you can do, see what we can come up with. So I have got a load of cardstock. I've got watercolor card, I have got some smooth white stamping card, I've got my water reactives, I've even got my sparkles, and I've even got my tricolour with the case you're going to get too, all good to go. So I think first and foremost, one of the things you get asked quite a lot is you want to do some blending with colours. You've not had the great experience in the past with other ink pads out there. Is it really so simple? It's to do with the formulation. Need to remember, reason as to why Leanne is nominated, because of when it comes to what she designs, what she comes up with. The head of product development and Spectrum Noir is her baby. The best of the best when it comes to whatever materials you use. Same when it comes to ink. So when it comes to our water reactive, you're going to get the most blendable, smooth consistency. Even if you get little harsh lines, you can blend them out. You can blend colours you wouldn't usually blend together. So I'm going in with that selection that we've got within that mega bundle. And I'm going to take a few just to start with. So let's go in with, let's take a few that you wouldn't maybe necessarily always think. Let's go Ocean Blue, Lemon Tonic, and Pale Fig. And I'm going to do some blending, Ben, into this white smooth stamping card, and we'll see what we're going to come up with.
Thank you for all the lovely comments still coming in, by the way. So happy to be part of this award-nominated family of crafters, says Aisha. Congratulations, Crafters Companion. Lots of love for the fact that Craft Along's been nominated as well. Katie just saying not only is it step by step, but it's free! I think there was that many E's. Mandy Doodlehand says, I found CCTV in November/December of 2020 when I started crafting, and I never feel alone anymore. Thank you for all the giggles and the great tips, tricks and inspiration. So thank you. Yeah, that's what we're here for as well. I love the fact as well that, you know, we're part of so many people's like family as well now, aren't we? We're there in the background, even if you're not kind of, you know, concentrating on the shows from start to finish. We're always there in your homes, whether it's on the big TV or on your tablet or on your phone. You know, you can watch us wherever, and it's so nice to have that family there, and so nice that we've got so many new people watching all of the time as well. Do let us know if you're a newbie, by the way. We had 2 new viewers on Cartload last night. Stick your hand up, give us a wave, and we shall certainly give you a mention. And just to say as well, if you are new, now is a great time to be signing up for Club Inspire. 3 days to go. 3 days to go. 3 days to go.
Is that a song? No, that's 3 seconds. Is that 3 seconds to go or something?
21 seconds to go.
21 seconds to go.
I got 21 seconds to go.
Oh, it was only what, like 18 out?
Yeah. This is 3 days to go. 3 days until Sarah unveils a surprise for the Club Inspire members. So, if you're not a Club Inspire member, sign up now. It's free to do, and you can start accumulating points to get towards the next level. But what's coming up in 3 days, I hear you cry? What's coming up in 3 days, I hear you cry?
What's coming up in 3 days?
Can't tell you.
Oh.
Can't tell you.
Can I tell them?
Huh?
Can I tell them?
If you tell them, I mean, I know you're award nominated and whatnot, you might be in a bit of trouble. But it's up to you. It's up to you. Apparently, even Joe's not said anything, which is
saying something. Then,
amazing
isn't
in
it?
itself, really. You just have to keep watching. 3 days to go. Keep your eyes on our social channels as well, because there might be some clues coming your way as to what's coming up in 3 days' time. You might just see more of me and E as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
Ah, how could I forget?
Me and E. No, not me and Ian. Me and E. Me and he.
Who's Ian?
Yeah, and Ian as well. Wait, you not met Ian yet, have you? Oh, wait till you see Ian. He's brilliant.
Who's Ian?
What?
Who's Ian?
Don't worry.
Me and him.
Me and him. Me and he.
Me and him. Speak proper.
What?
Speak proper.
Speak proper?
Yeah, proper, governor.
Speak proper like, mate. Me and he. Me and him. Well, yeah, you'll see. We did some stuff yesterday, didn't we?
We did, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun actually doing little bits of filming yesterday.
Yes.
I don't think it'll be long before you start to see it creeping up.
No, it won't be. I reckon you might get some clues over on our socials a little bit later on today.
I would, yeah, I think so as well.
But what is it I hear you cry?
What is it, Ben?
Can't tell you.
Watch this space and see.
Yes.
Now look at this. What I've done is I've taken 3 colours. So I've taken lemon tonic, ocean blue and pale fig.
Yeah.
And then what I've started to do is blend them into each other within these ones here. Now, the reason I'm holding them down with my cardstock is because it's water reactive. So what will happen is if I was to use my hands, any oils of that from my hands, it's going to lift the ink. So I'm going to be left with fingerprints. So I don't want that. So therefore, doing some cardstock, getting a little chat along when it comes to explaining what I'm doing by Nicola in my ear. You don't want any fingerprints? No, you do not. No, you don't, Nicola. Absolutely not.
You've not said hello to him today yet, by the way. I got in trouble for that yesterday because we didn't do it.
Did I not do it yesterday?
No, you haven't done it.
My mind's been all over the place this afternoon and today.
Has it?
Yeah. So let's do it. Let's do it then. So let's go. Let's just pretend this is like, 10 past an hour. Good afternoon, Johnny.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nicola.
Hi, Craig. Hi, Ben.
Hi!
Oh, she's so chirpy, isn't she?
She is chirpy.
That's why, we're extra chirpy when we come in when Nicola's in. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what she's like to everyone.
She is.
She is.
She's
like that.
breath of fresh air.
Absolute breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it's nice that she sort of brings some happiness, to the channel, doesn't she?
She does.
Yeah.
She really does.
Always bright and breezy, very friendly. Yeah. All right, Johnny. He's just gone. Yeah.
So this weekend is me and Johnny again.
Yeah.
But certainly tomorrow anyway. And it's also Charlotte's in.
Yes.
And Charlotte's back because Charlotte's been moving house.
Yes.
She's also relocated closer to the office.
Yep.
And Joe's going to be in as well all tomorrow.
Yeah.
So 6 days of Joe.
Is he doing 6 days in a row?
Yes,
he really?
indeed.
Yeah. I feel a bit bad about that. I'm supposed to be here tomorrow, but my daughter's 10th birthday party tomorrow, so I can't miss that.
You
can I?
can't,
I
no.
can't. So that's the reason why.
No.
And then next weekend I'm only doing two days again. I can't remember what my excuse is for next week, but George is here as well this weekend apparently, so Sunday.
Now, I've blended those 3 in, Ben.
Yeah.
But even, a little bit of matting and layering round onto a card blank, that's going to finish it off nicely. But also think about the extra backgrounds that you want to do within your scenes.
Nice.
So you can then start to create your ray of light of your scenes, depending on which ones that you're going to be using from launch day. And then again, colour in when it comes to some of the wise men or some of any of the other characters, because with it being water reactive, you can still colour and paint with them. So I'm going to go in with my glass mat that I've got here. If you've got a hold of the craft mat, you could be using that instead if you want. But what we're going to do is either a paintbrush and water or a water brush. What you can then start to do is colour and paint with them. And I'm doing this now on watercolour card. So what we can then start to do is we can really start to drag it out. What I also love doing, if you've got them, or if not, they are part of the Big Buy the Show, the clear sparkle overlay, where you get 3 of them. Water-based, loads and loads and loads of sparkle in it. Replace your paintbrush and water or water brush with the sparkle overlay. So then now, what will happen, let's just give this a really, really quick shake.
Shake it to wake it.
Shaking to wake it, absolutely. Shaking it, baby, to waking it, baby. We're going to then pick up.
Absolutely shaking it
colour.
to baby, waking it, baby. Yeah,
And then
baby.
what this does, same effect as what I've done a moment ago, but you're going to get the most gorgeous, smooth, yet sparkly colour onto your images, your background, your backdrop, whichever you so wish to colour. So we'll give that just a moment or two to dry, but actually, you maybe actually start to see it.
Oh, here we go.
It's just dry,
Just
and
coming
it dries
through.
really quite quick, but you can start to see just in a moment or two the sparkle come through. So that is with your sparkle overlay. Let's not waste any of this. So I tell you what, let's actually even add just a teeny tiny little bit more. And what we can then do is let's go in with, let's go in with a bit of pink tulip, and I'm going to add that onto my glass mat as well. So I'm really just going to tap a lot of this ink on. What I can then do is come in, once again we can create our own different backdrop. So I'm going to spritz, this is just a water spritzer that we've got, you'll find them on our website, part of Spectrum Noir range. And I'm going to come back in with some more watercolor card. So what I'm going to do is if I press that into play, I'm going to give it a nice smoosh down.
A what?
A nice little smoosh.
A smush.
Smoosh.
What's a smush?
Smoosh is just smooshing it in.
Smush it.
And then we
Ooh,
can
yes.
start to create even more, but then we can then go back in and then dab up lots of excess that you can see here. Now you could go in with more colours. What I would say is watch the colours that you do use. If you use a lot of darker colours, you know, there's potential that that will mix and start to be like a
mushy.
dull, mushy,
The smushy might become mushy.
browny, you know, poopy colour which you don't want. But you know, you can then
Right.
keep going and keep
Dear,
going.
oh dear, oh dear.
And then lifting all of the ink. The more you lift, the lighter, of course, that'll get because you're using it all. But you can then start to get texturous backgrounds when it comes to your cards and your projects. You're not wasting anything, as Nicholas just said a moment ago. You're able to pick it all up and then keep a hold of them, pop them into a little box once they've dried. And then you can then spend time going through your paper pads for patterned inked background. You've already got your own, whether it's doing water reactive inks with the way that I've done it with obviously our spritzing tools. Maybe you want to blend them with the actual blending pads. But then what we've also got, if we go back to this one here, and what we can then do is if I tilt it, so we can see there, we're
Got a little
getting
wiggle, there it is.
We're getting there.
Boom.
The sparkle coming all the way through that we can see on those ones there. But then what about colouring? You know, if you've got specific images, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in just quickly for still using what we've got within this big bundle. I think we'll have a read of a few comments, Ben, and then what I'll do is the butterflies in flight that you get with the next collection that we'll show you shortly. I'm going to stamp a few of these out and we'll do a little bit of fun colouring when it comes to these.
Okay. Loads of lovely comments still coming in. If you missed the big announcement, yes, we have been nominated for 11 awards at the Best of Craft Awards. You can get voting right now, and thank you to those of you who are currently voting. Again, if we get a chance at the end, we'll recap on those. Sally just saying, yay, you are the best, all of you, because we can tell you love what you do, and we do. Your personalities is what adds that extra to the experience, so full of knowledge and so entertaining. That's what we bring you, the education and the entertainment. Did you find your water bottle, Craig?
I just about got away with that one.
Yeah, sorry, I had to bring it up.
I'd left it sitting just at the side of for Ben there. And you didn't see me, but I just crept on the floor and reached in to pick it up.
I had an award-nominated crafter at my feet. Deborah just saying, I've learned so much and so many new things. I love that the classes are free. Pamela says, I have a CC package coming today from USPS. It's my stamps for the craft along tomorrow. And thank you, by the way, so much to everybody. You know what? I just mentioned it. I didn't mean you guys to send in all those happy birthdays, but I literally just mentioned about my daughter's birthday. And there's loads of you wishing my daughter happy birthday. So that's kind. But that kind of sums you guys up, doesn't it? You see, you're so lovely. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, thank you for all of the comments so far this morning. Right, Craig, where are we up to?
Right, so what we can do is let's go back in with what we've done before, and this one being the blended colours that we've done. So I'm going to go in with the flights and butterfly. So we'll have a look with these. There is another bundle where we'll show you just shortly where you've got the aqua pens. So these are also included within the big bundle. There we go. So if you're wanting your pens, and then you're also getting your cardstock, you're getting the stamps as well. That's £30 or $45. Platinum price £24 or $36. Works out that you get these stamps for free. These ones, how much, Johnny? Worth £8 these stamps, or $9.95. Wow. But you're getting them free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate them into the big mega bundle. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to use the Flagstone, this one being the waterproof ink pad. And let's go in with our platform. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to start to create a little bit of a resist effect. And we're going to go in. So let's stamp this one up with our Flagstone. Yeah. And let's do just a couple for now. So I'm going to stamp that one out. And this one is waterproof, so that means that we can come on top of this with anything water-based and it's not going to smudge or smear. What will start to move is the ink that we've got underneath because it's water reactive. So we're going to create sort of a reverse faux bleaching. This is something that I love to do because it's so much fun. And that is taking our water brush. So let's go in with our water brush, and I'm going to go in with some paper towel or kitchen towel, just something that's dry. Now I'm going to go in, I'm going to start up into here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour over the butterfly, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dab, so colouring over the top of the butterfly. You could pinpoint certain areas if you want. What I'm doing is I'm lifting that ink that's underneath.
Oh, yes.
But because the ink pad is waterproof, the ink is not smudging, the black ink or the Flagstone ink is not smudging, it's only the colour underneath that's lifting. It starts to look as though you're getting a little bit of a white work effect, but we can then carry on doing. And for time and speed, I'm doing the whole of the butterfly, but you can maybe pinpoint certain areas. Maybe there's little specific bits that you just want to lift with ink. Yeah. Then you can 100% do that. I wouldn't do this technique with the clear sparkle overlay because you're just going to waste it because you're dabbing off that liquid. I would do this with either a water brush or a paintbrush in water and carrying on, going over the top, lifting all of the ink.
It's such a cool effect, Craig. I love that. Those butterflies as well, by the way, are immense. They're so, like, they're really true to life.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, the detail
really
of them is phenomenal.
And within that full stamp set, you get 5 different butterflies. Yeah. You've got some fluttering away up towards the sky. A couple of them, of course, you turn them around, they go a different direction. But you've even got one that's facing the side. So if you want to have it so it's coming off a project or facing away from a project, then you can do. But keep going till I'm more than happy that I've got enough. Can dab that off. So we've got what looks pretty much.
That is very cool.
So if you like your masking techniques, but maybe you don't necessarily enjoy the elements of this or the steps of doing the masking and waiting for it to dry or cutting out the sheets, this is kind of an alternative way. Yeah. Then what you could do...
Can you just remind Diana as well what ink you use to stamp the butterfly with?
I will do, no problem at all. What I'll also do now, just before I explain those inks, I won't do another bit here, but what we can then do is colour over the top with the clear sparkle.
Okay.
So then we're going to be left with a clear, sparkly butterfly that we can see here. So if I carry on doing it, now I know obviously clear sparkle overlay, you're not going to see much of it from above, but we'll leave it a moment or two.
You can give it a wiggle in a minute.
Yep, giving it a wee moment or two. And then while that's starting to dry slightly, the background I used all water reactive, so
Yep.
lemon tonic I used. We then used ocean blue, and then we also used pale fig.
Yes.
And then for the actual butterflies, I used our waterproof flagstone, which you're actually getting within that set that's on your screen right now. You get this one within its set here. And that was it, wasn't it? I used, and of course, the butterflies that you can see here.
Oh, there's the side butterfly you just were talking about as well.
There we go. This one here, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So you've got it so that it's either obviously at the side, but then turn it around, it could be on
Just
top of
landed,
something.
yeah.
It could be landing down on a flower. Maybe you've got some of our flower forming foam. Maybe you've got
Yes,
some
from
with
yesterday.
Debbie in masterclass yesterday. Then you can then start to incorporate them that way. But once again, if I just do a little bit on this butterfly, this time what I'll do, Ben, is I'll pinpoint certain areas. So you can see how you can start to add all of your own shadowed detail that you choose to by picking them up. And by doing a rainbow effect as well, you start to, where the butterflies cross over, you start to get a slightly different look in the fact of this has started with the blue, but then it's moving into the pale fig. So dabbing off each time. I'm not replacing my kitchen roll, I'm simply just using that same bit, but by working it over the top. Let's do this bit down into here.
There's loads of love coming in for this technique, by the way. Diana just saying, loving this technique. Katie saying, secretly love watching that background being laid down before. How perfect. Claire on Facebook, wow, Craig, this is so effective, and removing the coloured ink in the butterflies makes them stand out even more. I will definitely be trying this technique. And Diana Bilson on Facebook just saying, I love these butterflies. I use them all the time. I think it's even more effective now, actually, that you're just selecting like portions of the butterfly to use that technique on. Really, really effective.
Pinpointing.
And so simple.
Sorry, Ben?
And so simple to do as well.
It is so simple. Everyone has got some water.
Yeah.
And everyone in some form has got a small paintbrush or something, a cotton bud or something instead. Maybe if you wanted to dab, maybe you want to do that. I don't actually have a cotton bud or that here at the side, but if you wanted to dab little dots with your cotton bud, then you can do. So if we take out that bit. But what's also good for as well is, let's take a little bit more off here. What you can then start to do as well, think of the shading that you would tend to do. So if I envision that, say there is kind of like my sun or my moon, what I can then start to do is, if I start to pick up highlights, you've got it in one, Nicola.
She's good, isn't she, Nicola?
She's good.
She's picking up on all of it today.
She's good. And then what I'm going to do is select certain parts just to create a little bit of a highlight.
Are we doing demo of the show, by the way?
We could do. We could do. Because we've got the scene card that we've done.
The wise men.
We've got the wise men.
And is it and this?
And then what I could do is I could back this onto a piece of black card.
Yeah.
And pop out what will be a card blank.
Okay, may as well. It's nice to have a little vote, isn't it?
It is.
Gets you guys used to voting as well. Oh, and Craig, you won last night as well, by the way, in case you didn't know.
I didn't know that.
You did or didn't?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, you won Demo of the Day for your card that you did in Wake Up Call, your flower forming card with the Celebrate.
Oh, cheers, guys.
You won.
Let's hope that's the first of many winning votes I get.
Hey!
But here we are.
That's the only bad thing now, isn't it? We've got to wait all that time.
I know, eh?
When's the actual, like a
24th of September it closes?
It closes on 24th of September. Okay, then there'll be loads of votes to count up.
Can I just say as well, at the corner of my eye, because I'm looking at your comments, but Joe's just WhatsApped me saying congratulations, and I deserve it. Oh, bless him.
You certainly
Guys, we all deserve it. Absolutely, we do. And I can actually, hand on heart, say there is no other channel out there that is more interactive live than we are at Crafters TV.
No.
You instantly ask the question, and given within a few minutes, we're maybe in the middle of demoing or that, we will answer your questions live. Straight away, always have the comments going, whether, it's Ben, Joe, Becky or George, but then wake up call, I like to have the comments as well so I can see what you're saying, and we will always answer whatever we can live. And I know that nowhere else does that as instant as we do.
But also, like you said, how amazing is it that, if someone wants to see something or see a particular demo or see a particular technique, we're able to do that for you as well. And like you say, I just don't think you get that anywhere else, which is just brilliant. And loads of you chatting about the fact that, you've got all these amazing products and you get all of these shows and craft alongs and craft classes and master classes, just to be able to watch back at your leisure, which is just brilliant.
It is.
So it's amazing. 11 nominations, by the way, in case you haven't heard, in the Best of Craft Awards. We'll have a look at them before we disappear. And by the way, I know we've only got about 10 minutes to go. As I've mentioned throughout the show, we've got 3 days until Sarah reveals a surprise for Club Inspire members. I can tell you, after this show, you need to check out our Facebook pages because there is a bit of a hint, bit of a clue, bit of a tip already gone up. It's gone up in the last 10 minutes. You'll see what myself and Craig got up to yesterday. It's just gone up a couple of moments ago.
Oh, has it?
Yep. So have a look at that after this show and you can get maybe a bit more of an idea as to what's coming in 3 days' time.
Yeah. Exciting. Now, what I've done there is using one of my art liners from Spectrum Noir, I have done in total 8 non-straight, very random and rough lines, 2 on each corner. And then I've done a little squiggle, 1 of each corner, relatively close to the corner, doesn't need to be exact, and then a few dots to finish that one off. So we've taken away the ink, full bleaching effect, the butterfly with the colour underneath. Then what we've done is we've gone over the top with a clear sparkle overlay. This one I then showed you how exactly the same, but what you can do is you can cherry pick little sections. You can create your own little highlight. But then don't forget, if you do enjoy things like your Zentangling, go in. Just because it's not classed as a Zentangle stamp, it doesn't mean that you can't use them in those Zentangle ways. Now, obviously, I'm not a Zentangler, but this is just to show that you can then start to pinpoint certain areas to do your Zentangling, or then still using the full bleaching effect, but going all the way around by picking out the shadow colours as well. So as much as I love doing the grey highlight effect, this is an alternative way in which you can use it. Black mat card, maybe a little sentiment or something if needed, but then a nice way to incorporate a few of your butterflies, your water reactive inks, your clear sparkle overlay, a few different options.
That's number 2 if you want to vote for your demo of the show. You'll have to be quick on this, you've got about 3 minutes. Or number 1 is the Seeds of Light. What do we call it? Simple at the front, party at the back. 1 or 2. Get voting. 3 minutes to get your vote in. It'll be Debbie up against Craig again today for demo of the day, I should say, a little bit later on. If you want to go for this collection, details here, the Watercolor Butterfly Collection, with those 12 elements, 15 sheets of card included as well. And look at the price today. Platinum price, £24 or $36. Works out in that deal, doesn't it, that you're going to get those butterfly stamps for free, worth their £8. That's the full bundle there, and you'll see it in more detail later on Colour Me happy. But in case, whilst we're waiting for the results of demo of the show to come in case you missed it a little bit earlier on, yes, because a few of you going, oh, I've just joined late, what's going on here? We have received the news today that we have been nominated in 11 categories in the Best of Craft Awards. So thank you so much, everybody who nominated. Thanks so much for taking the time to do this. And, you know, to get one nomination would have been amazing. To get 2 would have been stupendous. To get 11, we literally cannot believe it. The buzz around this place today is unbelievable. I mean, it's normally buzzing on a normal day, but today everyone is super, super happy. So thank you. Should we just quickly recap on all of the 11 nominations?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should as well. I think just as well quickly to say as well, I think the reason we're also just equally doubly buzzing about this is it has been one heck of a hard year, going on a couple of years. We all know that. So everything, all the hard work that the team have put in front of the camera, behind the camera and HQ to then come together where we've been nominated for 11 awards by you is what everyone is buzzing about. So here we go. 11 categories that we have been nominated
11!
11! I know, not 10, but 11. We've got Most Loved Crafts TV shopping channel. We've also got Most Loved UK Crafts chain store. We've got Best Brands for Crafts. We've got Best Rated Customer Service. Favourite Die Cutting Range and Ultimate Gemini Machine.
Also, we have been nominated for the Male Craft Personality of the Year. Some bloke called Craig Laird has been nominated for that. What a mate. Female Craft Personality, Sarah, which is amazing. Designer of the Year, our lovely Leanne, which is just brilliant. We've also been nominated in the Ultimate Craft Holiday Award for Craftaganza and the Best Workshop or Online Class category. We've been nominated for Craft Along, which is just brilliant. Literally, it's only been going a few months and it's already nominated for an award. So how do you vote, Craigie baby?
You are going to go to craftawards.com and you can then be voting for all of us as well as everything that's nominated in the awards there. Voting will close on the 24th of September. So the sooner you get your votes in, the more you can sit back, relax and know that your vote has been counted. So 11 nominations for all of us here at Crafters Companion. A massive thank you, and I have no doubt that Sarah is going to be sending you all the thanks herself when she's in on Sunday.
Quick result on the demo of the show. It was very close apparently, but the winner of demo of the show is number one.
Number one. Number one. Business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, and that is our exclusive, isn't it, from that collection?
It is.
That's coming up on launch day later on. So if you've already bought the Scenes of Light collection from HSN, you can get that individually. But it's going to be very busy later on.
It absolutely is. So this is coming to the end of Wake Up Call for the final day of the week. I'm of course going to be back on Monday. But later on today we've got Lodge Day with Debbie and...
There once was a man who was very crafty.
There's a bit of a tease for you. However, I'm not quite finished just yet. We have got a jam-packed day lined up on Crafters TV. So that's going to be a launch day with Debbie and Ben. That's going to be 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And then with it being Friday, it's Colour Me Happy, also with Ben and Debbie. That's going to be 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Thank you so much for another incredible week here on Wake Up Call with Craig. It's always a pleasure. I love doing it and I love seeing your reaction week in, week out. That's not me for the week. I'm going to be back tomorrow all day with Joe on Crafters TV. But as far as Wake Up Call, that is me now until Monday. I'm going to see you then. Thank you so much, Ben. I've had a blast.
It has been brilliant. Thank you all as well for the 11 nominations for the Best of Craft Awards. It's been awesome. I will be back with you in an hour and a half's time. Make sure if you're not on Facebook yet after this show, get on over to our Facebook page to see what is coming up. We've got a bit of a hint and a tip. 3 days to go. What is it? You'll see myself and Craig in a little video there. But listen, it's been awesome to share the stage this morning with a award-nominated crafter. And for me, an award-nominated crafter needs a song. Cue the song.
Thank you.
There once was a man who was very crafty. His name was Craig from Carnoustie. He joined the team on Crafters TV. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He wanted to prove he was the man, but he lost at Craft Wars to Leanne. But 2 weeks later he beat Jan. Oh, crafty Scottish man, craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He did so well on Crafters TV, Sarah sent him off to Germany, where he did some work for QVC. Oh, crafty Scottish man, craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. His crafting skills, they aren't half bad. In fact, I'd say they're totally rad. That's mainly down to his favourite foam pads. Oh, crafty Scottish man, craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. The crafters, they loved him a lottie for his charm and skill. They went quite potty, they nicknamed him the Hardy Scotty. Oh, crafty Scottish man, craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. In the crafting world, he's standing tall. He's the best Scottish crafter of them all. Catch him Monday to Friday on his wake-up call. Oh, crafty Scottish man, craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live.